and welcome to Weird Makeup Hacks. I did a video similar to this, but it was weird hair hacks. You guys seemed to really enjoy it, so I was like, how interesting would it be to see a few weird makeup hacks, put them to the test, and see if they actually worked. And the ones that made it to this video actually work. They might make your life a little bit easier. They made my life a little bit better. Basically, this video is to help you make your makeup be fleekier. Or more fleekish. Fleeker? Fleek? On fleek? Give this video a thumbs up if your makeup has gotten way better from the very first time you ever applied makeup, because Lord knows we have those scary stories to tell. Only up from here, and I truly believe that. Hopefully these makeup hacks will help you out. Let's get on to this video.
The very first makeup hack are for those of you who are always in a hurry like myself. You are in a rush and you're doing your makeup and then you realize you never washed that brush. Oh my goodness, what are we to do? So something really quickly that you can use that your brush will be clean and dry by the time you use. All you gotta do is use some Scotch tape. So all you have to do is twirl the tape so that the sticky side is facing upward, and then all you're gonna do is run your brush back and forth, and as you can see, the product actually comes off. Yay, no need to wash or take your time drying the brush. You can just use it right away, which is perfect for all of us who, you know, are always late on stuff. Once again, using tape, you can use this to just apply to the edge of your makeup, and when you're applying your eyeshadow, it's gonna make it look a lot more professional, less messy, and just more precise. If you happen to catch yourself in a little bit of a dilemma where you no longer have any eyeliner on you, then all you gotta do is, don't fret girl, don't worry, use some mascara. So just using the typical eyeliner brush, just use that as you apply your eyeliner like you normally would. And I find this to be very creamy and actually last a little bit longer than typical eyeliner. If your mascara isn't applying as nicely, it's a little clumpy and a little bit dry, then all you have to do is put it in a hot bowl of water or, you know, a cup, anything. Leave it in there for about 10 minutes and it should dissolve a lot nicer. If you want another option for this, you can also just use eye drops. Just put in like around 10 or 8 eye drops and it should make the formula a lot creamier. Now, if you have trouble applying your own mascara, then all you have to do is bend the wand. I know this is kind of weird, but it actually gives you more control over the mascara application portion of this, and it allows you to not get that mascara to your eyeshadow, which is one of the worst things, you know, that could happen when you're applying mascara. If you're a bit of a night owl and you've been staying up late and those under eyes are not getting any brighter, then you can just use a red lipstick. I know, how strange, how weird. But basically, if you are around my skin tone, olivey to darker skin tones, you can be using an orangey to red tone lipstick. And if you're a bit fairer and lighter, then you can be using a brighter red. Basically what this does is once applied below the concealer, it actually helps minimize more dark circles and actually brighten up that area a lot more than just regular concealer. It's kind of like magic. It's kind of crazy. The next weird makeup hack is to use a spoon. A spoon, why, might you ask? Well, for contouring. So basically, if you find that your contour tends to look a bit muddy, you don't even know where to place it, all you gotta do is put the spoon closest to the top of your ear, turn it sideways, and just start, you know, applying that bronzer on there. And I promise it just gives you that bubbly look to your face, that really happy look, those nice cheeks, that nice, you know, defined face. And then all you gotta do is just go back in with that color and blend it out a little bit more seamlessly. But what do you guys think? I think this looks bomb. If your eyelashes never seem to have that lift or curl that you want, then what you're gonna do is get a hot tool and just kind of heat up your eyelash curler, or you can even use a lighter. Now be very careful when you use a lighter. You just kind of want to pass it over. This will be pretty hot, so just be very careful and just use it with caution, people. Now the results for this are quite instant, and you'll notice that it will actually hold and lift that curl for a lot longer than if you would just typically curl your lashes. Now, something good that you can use any kind of lip balm for is for eyebrow gel. Yes, and I find that this works super awesome. It's seamless, it puts them in place, and it makes them look very natural as well. And hey, you got eyebrows on for the rest of the day. Kind of weird, but kind of cool. Now, if you want to make your boobies look more boobalicious, can you believe there's such a thing called boob contouring? It is crazy. Basically what you do is you just lift up your breast, and that natural curve is what you want to outline. So I used it first with the contour stick. That's a little bit more fierce. It's not my liking. So then I went in with a typical bronzer, which is a little bit more natural. And so once again, you just go in with the natural crevices. You want to blend, 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 make sure you blend away. And then with the highlight, you want to highlight the points of your breasts. And if done right, it should look natural. my personal preference is not to do this at all, but hey, I thought I'd throw it in there because, you know, there are some girls that enjoy bigger cleavage and décolletage. Another weird makeup hack is to use coffee filters for blotting sheets. So basically, you know, to take all that oil out of your face. So what I'm doing is just cutting this coffee filter around and then cutting it into little slices. And then you can just store this and just use this on the go whenever you feel a little bit oily in the center or anywhere. Then, you know, just use your little blotting sheets.
So that's it for this video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. I hope you test out these weird hair hacks. Share it with your friends. Let them know, hey, did you know you could put red lipstick under your eye for less circles? You know, share the weirdness. Let's spread some weirdness around, and make sure you subscribe to join the Outties family. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and check out my other weird videos that I have. I have a ton. I have a whole list. I have a hack video playlist, and I also have a Beauty Busters, which is basically where we test out internet beauty hacks to see if they're a poop, a whoop, or a maybe baby. Might make our lives a little bit easier. That is all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Hey Natalie, so I've been an Outtie for not that long, but when I saw your videos, I like stalked them all. I was like, oh my goodness, I love her videos. So my channel is Veronicas Beauty 04, and I really hope I get this shout out